Hong Kong court lifts mask ban, refusing government request to suspend earlier ruling.
Here's a summary of the article.
The Basic Law does not follow a rigid separation of powers. Before July 1, 1997, neither the British system nor the Hong Kong system was based on a rigid separation of powers. The government continued to argue that the leading role of the chief executive under the Basic Law, the city's mini-constitution, provided the executive branch broad powers to formulate policies and introduce laws, and to pass emergency legislation even without the Executive Council's approval. Basic Law Article 56(2) clearly contemplates that the chief executive, as head of the SA government, needs to adopt measures in emergencies, it said. The department added that the National People's Congress Standing Committee, China's top legislative body, had never found that the emergency laws contravened the Basic Law, and therefore such a position should be deemed to have continued. Beijing has long rejected the categorization of separation of powers in Hong Kong, insisting on the view that the Basic Law always imposes an executive-led system. In a 2008 leading judgment delivered by now top court judge Andrew Cheung Kui Nang and seconded by then High Court Judge Michael Hartmann, the pair said, "It is true that the principle of separation of powers is enshrined in the Basic Law." Hong Kong has been roiled by months of protests, with one of the most controversial measures implemented by the government being the anti-mask law.
This post received a score of 11,293, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Wow, score 1 for the protesters. The protesters have been winning a lot. They got one of the 5 demands met. The election was a landslide in the pro-democracy favor. USA is bring action against the HK government. And most importantly, despite what everyone claimed when this all started, the protests are still going strong after 6 months. China has not crushed them with force, and the people have not gotten tired and given up.
That's because China's waiting for the world to stop caring before they roll in. They've already positioned their forces for that. It's easier for China to wait than it is for the protesters to continuously make their lives about protesting.
There have been a lot of claims from China that protesters are becoming more violent with firearms and bombs being found. However, there have been a number of false flag attacks already taking place. Videos of people getting out of the back of police vans, taking off their uniforms and putting on more protester-like clothing. So it's anyone's guess.
China has forever lost the benefit of the doubt in any circumstance regarding Hong Kong.
Regarding anything, really. It's kinda gotten to the point where one assumes the worst about China until provided substantial evidence claiming otherwise. And then ignoring that evidence because I am never wrong and fuck the Chinese government.
Many people seem to have a big misunderstanding here. The first thing that happened was that the government made the mask ban. A court then ruled that this mask ban is illegal and lifts it. Next, the government asks for the ruling to be suspended, allowing them to continue to use the mask ban to arrest people. The court refused that request, thus the mask ban is gone now.
You mean gone for now? The appeal process could reinstate it, or it could not. In the meantime, the ban is suspended pending appeal, but as the judge who ruled here explicitly warns, protesters wearing masks today could legally be prosecuted as per the ban if the government wins on appeal. The appeal date is January 9. I was thinking they should get cloth masks with prints of famous lower facial portions to give the facial recognition system a bit more chaff. The police would have a more difficult time spotting masks if they look like just more face. Jackie Chan's nose, mouth and chin on 1,000 angry students.
Imagine we had she or Carrie Lam's own face as a mask. Another way which might have worked is waterproof paint on faces painted on Jolka, Harley Quinn, Anonymous Face or others. Or anti-face recognition makeup.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.